Hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. We're going to start down on the floor today. It's been several months since we've done any of our Turkish get-ups, but that's going to be in our first series after we get warm-up started. We have doing some push-ups in the second series, overhead work, a lot of upper body work today, and I'll give you some options for anyone that wasn't here yesterday or didn't do any squatting yesterday. We can incorporate some little bit more legs in that second circuit. So let's go ahead and come onto our mat. We're going to start kneeling. If you're not comfortable to kneel, you can mimic this from standing, but we're going to mostly be down on the mat to start. Here we go. So go ahead and just come onto your knees, or you can mimic this standing as needed. We're going to bring the hands behind the head. We're going to do 3 cycles of breathing here and then come down into cat-cow. So we're going to exhale, tuck forward, round everything down, draw that belly in and draw the chin to the chest. And then inhale, nice deep breath in through the nose, engage those glutes, lift your chest to the sun, divide those arms and elbows. Good. Twice more there. Exhale, curling down and in. Inhale, lift and open. Very good. One more on your own. Fantastic. From here, nice wide handprint, placing it down underneath the shoulders. Walk the knees back again. Draw the abdomen in. So we don't want to arch here. Similar idea, but now rounding through that back, tucking the chin into the chest. And then inhale, gently arch. You're between 3 and 5 cycles here. When you finish, go ahead and take it back into child's position. Warming up the spine, sending some air, increasing that blood flow a bit through the body. Very good. Nice long fluid breaths. 1 or 2 more. As I mentioned, when you're ready, big toes together, reach the arms straight out and join us here in child's position. Lowering that head to the floor and just spend about 3 cycles of breathing here into the back. You can also think about sending the air into the lateral part of your rib cage, trying to expand the sides of the ribs. Push those lungs out laterally as far as you can. 1 more time. Very good. Bring it on back forward. We're going to stretch the forearms next. So turn the palms down, fingers point in towards you. Draw the abdomen in and lean straight back. Good. From there, you'll come on forward, turn those hands in so the fingers interlace, and we'll take it into our circular patterns. Good. Reverse directions when you're ready. Circle the other way. Very good. When you finish there, go ahead and come off your hands, shake the wrist out. We're going to roll them around. And we're going to go down 1 more time, holding most of the weight in the legs and turning the palms up. Very gently place those hands down. Again, most of the weight in the legs, and then just lightly lean back here, stretching the opposite side of the forearms. Very good. And shake that out. Next, we're going to go into some mid-back rotations. So you can either make a wide handprint support on the hand, or if you feel okay to go a little bit deeper into the twist early on in the hour, then if you want to go deeper, come onto the forearm. Either way, opposite hand behind the head. You're going to breathe in as you bring the elbow to the opposite elbow. Exhale as you lift and rotate. So just think about lifting up out of that downside shoulder. As you rotate, peering up towards the ceiling or sky, 5 times on each side. Pausing in that open position, peer with your eyes. Good. 1 or 2 more. When you're ready, same thing, other side. Then to close, exhale as you rotate. Got our hound dog back, wanting to join class today. Good, 1 or 2 more. Fantastic. As you finish that, let's come back into child's position. This time we're going to go into child's position side stretch. So you'll walk your hands over to your right side, take your left arm, reach it nice and long, square those hips, and lower on back. And then send your air where you feel that tension. Breathing in through the nose, expand. And on that exhale, drop just a hair lower. 1 or 2 more. When you're ready, walk those hands to the opposite side. Same thing. Stretch it out nice and long. Square those hips, drop on back. Lower that head down and breathe. Very good. All right. We're going to go ahead and make your way onto your back. I'm going to be using a fairly light weight, or if you want to just kind of learn the movement first, then don't worry about any weight to start. You can just make a fist as if you're holding a weight. All right. As you come on down, we're going to review the motion first, and then we'll go into our first series. So I'll show it without any weights. If you know it, you can kind of follow along. If you want to watch, you can watch as well. So let's start with your left hand. You're going to take it out to the side of your body, not all the way up at 90, about, I don't know, 30, 45, 60 degrees from your hips. And now we're going to pretend you have the weight in your right hand. From here, I currently have both knees bent. I want to extend out my left leg and keep the knee on the right leg bent. So wherever side you're pretending to hold that weight. And now I'm taking that right foot. I have it pulled up and in as close as I can. I'm even going to bias to the outside of my hip just a little bit. Good. From here, I'm going to look up as if I'm watching my fist. I'm going to drive into that right heel, roll across that left elbow, come all the way up to support, and then I'll come all the way up to the hand. So I should have like a nice long position from my right hand to my left hand, spreading through the shoulder. And I'm going to make my way back down to the elbow, rolling back onto that shoulder, watching the weight. Good. We'll take it again, pushing up, elevate through that right shoulder, roll across to your left, push and divide. Good. I'm not the best example because I'm watching you all here live, but ideally you want to be looking at your fist the whole time. If that were a weight, you want to keep your eye on it. Let's go 2 more here. Roll across, push, divide from hand to hand. Excellent. And then taking it back and down. Last time. And if you were, imagine you're holding a weight, if you were to lose the weight forward, instead of trying to fight it and pull it back, just guide it to the floor. Okay, so we're up to the hand, divide, and down. All right, let's pretend we're going to go to the other side. So we have our imaginary weight. We're going to take it down to the chest with 2 arms. We're going to switch our legs, bend your left knee, pull that heel up and into the glute, extend out your right. And now I'm pretending I've got the weight in my left hand. Right arm out to the side, drive through the heel on that left, rolling across the elbow on the opposite side, push the hands and lift. Good job. Let's see about 5 reps there. I'm going to come a little bit closer. Hi, Moose. Take a look at everybody. Nice, Kathy. Sharon, switch the legs. So the side that's holding the weight is the side that the knee is going to be bent. There you go. Good. Couple more. Excellent. Open that shoulder. Very good. Control it back and down. Nice. Feel better on that way, Sharon? Now you have that leg to push against. Yep. So whatever side's holding the weight, that's the side the leg's bent. Very nice. All right, go ahead and take it back to the mat. We're going to loosen up our low back and talk about the lower abdomen workout we're going to be doing in between those Turkish sit-ups. So go ahead and tuck both legs into the chest. Roll yourself side to side. Double knee to chest here. Good. From there, splay the arms wide, 2 knee twists. Both legs come across. Look over that opposite shoulder. Okay. Glide them back. Get about 2 twists per side. Very good. All right, and to warm up the next exercise, we're going to be lying flat on our back. I'm going to start with the feet flat on the ground, knees bent. And we're going to pay attention to what's going on with the pelvis here and that lower abdomen. So we're going to think about putting a little imaginary whoopee cushion underneath your low back. From there, you want to try to flatten that whoopee cushion. So you're going to draw your abdomen in, flatten that low back to the floor, And then if you're good to hold this position, you're going to slide the heel of one leg, extend that leg, holding this posture through the midline, and then slide the foot back up and in. Good. And we're going to alternate sides. You need to take a break from that bracing of the midline, relax for a second, re-engage, pushing out through your abdomen as you rock it back, and then opposite leg. Slowly drag the heel out or slide it out, slide it in. Good job. Release as needed. And then back to the first side. Let's get about 3 on each side here for practice. Extend it out. Slide it in. Moose is chatting this morning. As long as he's not ripping my ponytail out, we're going to call that okay. And slide it in. Good. One more time on each. And it's not helpful to move the leg if you're not able to hold that posture of that low back. So in the very least, you don't have to worry about sliding that leg. If you're like, I don't quite have that awareness yet, you could just practice that bracing, call it like an abdominal draw. So you draw the abdomen back and in, hold that position for as long as you can, and then relax from there. All right, friends. So those are the 2 exercises we're going to be circling through. We're going to have our Turkish sit-up, 45 seconds on one side, 45 seconds on the other, and then we'll have a minute to practice our lower abdomen. Any questions before we get started? All right, we're going to start with the weight on your left side. So you'll set it on the left side of the body. Lying back and down. Moose, this is not the best spot, buddy bear. All righty, and then you're going to use both arms. Roll on over, pick it up into the left hand. Remember, if it's in the left hand, the left foot is bent, right leg is straight. And here we go, rolling across. Come all the way up to the top and back and down. Lying flat. Good. And sit. Up and down. Good job. I'm going to keep an eye on you all. Keep an eye on the time. Keep Moose literally out of my hair. Very good. Hi, Kate. And up. Fantastic. That's 20 seconds. Keep an eye on that weight. Very good, Kathy. Nice, Sharon. Looks great. If you feel like you don't have anything to push off of, keep pulling that heel of your left leg a little bit closer to your hip. Good. 10 more seconds. Maybe one more. Good focus. Push high and sit tall. Very nice. Go ahead and lay on back and let's switch sides. Nope. All right, same thing, other side. Remember to switch which leg is bent. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Roll on up. Nice. Great extension through those shoulders. Taking it back. Yep. There you go. Good work, ladies. Yeah. Nice and smooth. Good. Pushing through, up. Good job. We're just over halfway. Keep that focus. Keep your eye on the weight. Keep that shoulder extending nice and open at the top. Beautiful. Great lift. And 10 more seconds. Maybe one more quality rep. All the way back. Roll across. Sit tall. And taking it down. Excellent. Go ahead and bring that weight all the way down to the floor. Gonna start with both knees bent. And we're going to have a minute to practice this next piece. So both knees bent. When you're ready, we're going to draw the abdomen in. So flatten that low back to the floor, holding that position. Now we'll extend one leg out. Keep that whoopee cushion flat and extend it back in. Good. Switching sides, alternating one side and then the other. Remember, if we're losing that tension from the low back, then we'll just keep the knees flat and just practice that abdominal draw, rolling it back and in. There you go. Nice and smooth. Slide it out, slide it in. Awesome job. Good. We are just over halfway through. 20 seconds left. It's not for speed here, just for that awareness of the lower abdomen. Very good. Get about 1 or 2 more on each side. Yep. Slide it up, slide it down. Good. If you started on the opposite side, go ahead and even it out. And then 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. Very nice. All right, if there's anything that's feeling stiff, anything that you need to stretch out, go ahead and take about 30 seconds there. And then we're gonna be back to that Turkish sit-up on that first arm. Otherwise, you can grab a drink of water. We'll start in about 20 seconds. All right, so we're gonna have it on the left side of your body. Start in about 10 seconds from here. So take that weight on the left side of the body. Got a bad little puppy this morning. Roll across, left leg is bent, and 2, 1, here we go. Good, keep your eye on that weight. Fantastic. Up and down. Good, staying calm. That's your cue, Moose, staying calm. You're not being very calm. Come on. Good, halfway through. There you go. Down, all the way up. Fantastic. About 10 seconds left. Let's get one more good rep in. Push high, sit, sit, sit. There you go. Great fight. And all the way down. Fantastic. Lower that weight down with both arms. Switch it up. Remember to switch that leg that's bent. All righty. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. The weight's in the right arm. The right leg is bent. Excellent job. Good focus. Just watch that left arm. You don't want to have it to be up level to the shoulder. Keep it down to the side. That looks better. And all the way back. Good. Let's keep it rolling. "20 seconds left. Back. Lift, divide, and down. Fantastic. Maybe one more. Gotta stop biting. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Getting ready for those abdominal draw with the heel slides. Starting in 10. Both knees bent. Good. And when you're ready, draw the abdomen back, roll the hips towards the floor, hold in that posture, slide the leg. Stay nice and patient here. This will be our last round through. There you go. Slide it out, pull it in. Yep. This is really key for prevention of low back pain. If anybody is having low back pain, this is also a great exercise to do just to help reactivate the midline muscles, keep everything engaged. Hopefully some of that pain will go away. Very good. Over halfway, let's get a couple more on each side. Staying patient. Good. And good focus. Slide it out, slide it in. Nice. Maybe one more on each side. Remember which side you started on, go ahead and finish on even sides. And go ahead and rest from there. Fantastic. All right, from there, we're gonna roll over onto our stomachs and we're gonna do a couple, call them scorpions. You're gonna take your arms, you're gonna splay them out wide to the sides. They're gonna be a disaster. You're gonna lift one leg up, bring it across the body, and then roll over to that shoulder on that side. Good. This is on his worst behavior today. And across to the other side. Rolling over. Let's get about 2 to 3 on each side. No. You're gonna get in trouble on live TV, buddy. Yeah. It's not okay. Can't bite. No. Good boy. All right, a couple on each side. And then from there, we're gonna push back in a down dog and make our way up to standing. Okay. All righty. Down dog, take your time, open to that mid back, pedal out those heels. And then come up nice and slow. As you're coming up to standing, keep a nice soft bend in the knees and just be nice and slow as you come all the way up out of that toe touch. Whew. All right, fantastic. As you're up to your feet, let's grab a drink of water and do a couple stretches and warm up for this next circuit. Great job. First stretch we're going to do after you get that drink, behind the back stretch with forward fold. So you spread the feet nice and wide, interlace the hands, bend those knees, and send those hips back. Bring those arms up over your head. Nice. Take about 2 to 3 nice deep breaths into the back. And then when you're ready, drive down to those legs. Come on back up to the top. Very good. From here, we're going to do our circular toe touches. So keeping that bend of the knees, and you're going to reach around, circle through 2 to 3 times each direction. All right, Mr. Moose, I think we're going to put you in the house. Good. Make sure you go both ways. I will be right back. All right, after your toe touches, let's go ahead and warm up some squats. So set the feet just outside the hips, chest nice and tall. We're going to sink on back. So this next circuit is where we're going to have the option to do the squat or not. But let's have everybody, even if you were here yesterday, get about 3 to 5 squats in. Fantastic. For this next circuit, we actually are going to start down on the floor. We're going to take about 45 seconds to practice our push-ups. Then we're going to come up to standing. And our second exercise is where you're going to have the option for the squat. If you're choosing not to squat, you'll be doing alternating overhead press. I'm going to show the second exercise first. You'll push one up and then the other. If you want to include the squats, it's going to look a little bit like this. You'll squat and drive one up, squat down, and drive the other up. So it'll be 45 seconds, alternating sides of the single arm thruster or overhead press. Those of you that have a little bit heavier weights, if you don't want to do that full squat but need a little help, you do a little dip and drive, call it a push press, with a little quarter squat to give that boost up to the top. We'll have some blood flow work, and we'll take it back down to the push-ups. So let's warm up our ankles before we come on down to the ground. Come on to one foot, practice a little bit of balance, and roll that ankle around. 3 to 5 times, not 3 to 5, 5 to 8 times. One direction, keep those hips level, pull the abdomen in, and reverse directions. Very nice. When you're ready, set it down, same thing other side, lifting up and in. Turn it around, good, switching sides. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and continue to practice that balance as we move into a quad stretch. Lifting up, grab that foot, pull the heel to the glute. 20 seconds here. Very nice. You can stay standing tall if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more. Make sure you have a soft bend in that support leg, and then you can reach straight out. Drive your thigh up behind you as you go into that stretch. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Come up back to the top, and same thing other side. Lift everything up, establish that balance. Grab the opposite foot. Good. Pulling the heel straight back to the glute. Start by standing tall. Make sure you're not arching. Good. Then you get that soft bend in the support leg. Option to take it into that forward reach. Find that spot or find a leaf straight ahead to focus on. A couple of cycles of breathing here. And then come up and release. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and make our way back down to our mats. We're going to start with the push-up. So depending upon where you are with the push-ups, you can practice push-ups from the knees. You can practice the rolling push-up where you come down to the chest, roll to one forearm, push up off of 2 arms, or you can go off the toes, obviously, or that little in-between, down on the toes, up on the knees. I'm going to start by demoing the rolling push-up. So if you know it, go ahead and just join us from the start. It's going to be on the knees, abdomen drawn, pulled in. As you lower down, watch from winging the elbows wide. Instead, keep them not all the way against the side, but relatively close. And then I can come to one forearm, push off my other hand, make my way up. And again, I'd be nice and deliberate, slowly lowering down all the way to the chest. And then I'd push over to the other forearm and make my way up from there. Good. The key is full range of motion, chest to the deck, drawing the shoulders back as you move. Good. The next progression from there would be down and up on the knees. So as you build that strength, controlling down, when you get that ability to drive straight up, you'll go there. Good. About 10 more seconds. Pull the shoulders back all the way to the chest and drive it straight up. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job. We're coming up to the feet. Grabbing your weights. This is where we have either the alternating overhead press with the option of the squat. All righty. Set those feet just outside the hips. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. So if you are gonna squat, you squat down, drive up. Without the squat, you stay tall and alternating arms. Good job. Super, great squats, Kathy. Push that weight straight up overhead at the top. Good. Nice. Very good. About 15 more seconds. Elevating up, pushing high. Those of you doing that strict press, if you need to, get a little boost of the legs. Those arms start to tire out. And 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. Good job. Set the weight down. Working on some blood flow next. So we're going to start with a side shuffle. Just shuffle the legs, kind of let the arms just swing side to side and moving through your space. If you want to add a little something to it as you get to the turnaround, you can reach down, touch the floor, and then take it back. Like a little 3-point stance, alternating which arm reaches down at each side. Good. 20 seconds left. Nice. 10 seconds. Maybe one more time, down and back. And rest. Good job. Grab a short drink. We'll be back to the push-ups in 30 seconds. All right. So you can stick with either of those 2 versions that you did. I'm going to start by demoing down on the toes, up on the knees. We have 10 seconds till we officially start, so I'll show 1. I come down all the way to the chest, come to my knees, and drive out. 2, 1, here we go. Whichever version you do, practice that full range of motion. Watch to have those hips dropping down. Shoulders draw back, midline tight. Good control as you lower down. Very nice. Come a little closer, see how everyone's looking. 20 seconds in, right about halfway. Good, Kathy. Goes back and in. Very nice. Awesome position, Sharon. There you go. That's 30 seconds, 15 left. Good. Kathy, watch the head. The head doesn't want to dive forward, so pull the chin in, keep the neck neutral as you lower down. That's better. Good. Beautiful. Maybe one more. Everything tight. If you finish before that, just make your way back up to your feet. We're going back to those overhead press with the option of the squat. Very good. We'll start in 20 seconds. If you want a little bit more, you want to start early, you're always welcome to do that. All right, setting the feet just outside the hips, elbows up and forward. Take a nice deep breath. And when you're ready, here we go. Alternating arms. One arm pushes up, option of that squat. Squats this round. One arm up, and then the other. Good job. Eyes looking straight ahead. If the arms start to get tired of that strict press, add that little dip and drive. You don't want to do that full squat. Good. 20 seconds left. Nice. Elbows point forward. Almost there. Reaching nice and high to overhead. Weight comes straight over top. 2, 1, and pause there. Excellent. Set it down. You can stick with that side shuffle or join me for the crossover. Grapevine, karaoke, however you know it. Cross in front, cross behind, and just taking it down and back. Very nice. Make sure your space is clear. You're not going to trip on anything. Good. You can always add that touch to the floor if you want to slow it down a little bit. Add a little extra kneel, and you kind of turn it into a little bit of a curtsy step where you step 1 foot behind, reach with that same side hand to the opposite foot. Good. Similar to those 3-point skiers that we did yesterday, but with a little grapevine action in between. Awesome. Final 15 seconds. There you go. Nice footwork. Good. Nice and light on the feet. Shifting through the hips. Maybe one more time, down and back. And when you finish that one, take a rest. Beautiful. 30 seconds. We'll be back to our push-ups. Third and final round coming up next. All right. 10 seconds. Go ahead and make your way down to the floor. As you come into position for those push-ups, starfish those hands, meaning spread the fingers as wide as you can. 2, 1, here we go. Stick with whatever version is best for where your current ability is. You don't want to progress it too fast and get squirmy or practice poor technique for the body. Oftentimes those shoulders will suffer if you don't do it correctly. Come a little bit closer, see how everybody's looking on this last round. Nice. There you go. Great position of those shoulders and elbows, Kathy. You got it, Sharon. Staying tight. Awesome job. Great body line. 30 seconds in. 10 seconds left to make that 45. Good. Staying patient on that down. Nice and deliberate. Abdomen drawn in. And 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. Coming back up to the feet. Feel free to add the legs into it. This will be our final round. Elbows up and forward. And here we go. Either alternating that overhead press or including a squat. Good. Breathing here as you move. And it's called a thruster because the idea is you thrust those hips, get that little extra boost, and the arm just guides it up to overhead. Shoulder up towards the ear, push it straight over top of the head. Good. Excellent. Watch that you're not arching back. Both of you look strong. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. All right, final time on the blood flow. I'm going to stick with that grapevine. And when you're ready, crossing over, cross in front, little like curtsy step, 1 step behind, and reaching for the foot. Very good. So have a nice long spine as you reach down, sending the hips back, reaching for that opposite foot. Woo. Establish that balance before you reach down. Good. You want that extra challenge, you can kind of keep that foot that's reaching behind you off the ground. Turn it into more balance work to reach for that foot. 15 seconds to go. Up and across. Oops, here. And maybe one more time, down and back. Stretch it long. And 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All righty, grab a drink. We'll do a couple stretches and then we'll get into our final circuit. All right, let's go ahead and take this time. We're done with that pushing, at least on the forward portion of those push-ups. So let's open up the chest here as we're catching our breath. I'm going to utilize this tree. You're going to make your way to a doorway or a wall, fence post. Bring that elbow to 90, set it against the wall or tree, step into it, Pull the belly in, lean into it, get a nice stretch on the front side here, and then turn away, looking over that opposite shoulder. Breathing here. If you want to circle that outstretched arm and go 2 to 3 circles backwards, and then 2 to 3 circles forwards. Good job. Switch directions when you're ready. Oh, hi, pound dog. And rest. Good. In between sides, we're going to do our wall overhead stretch. So I'm going to face the wall or the tree, place both hands right about the height of my head, walk the feet back, draw the belly in, and then lower the chest to the floor. Good. Got a little bit different variation, but similar opening on that down dog position, but from standing here, really opening that mid back. Good. When you're ready, come on up and then pec stretch on the opposite side. Anchor that forearm, stepping into it, leaning into it, and then turn it away. All right, we have 4 exercises coming up in our final circuit. We're having the option, you can either do a bent over lateral raise or a standing lateral raise and do a front raise. Go ahead and circle that outstretched arm. And we'll go a curl and press, bicep curl to an overhead press. And then our final exercise will be coming down to the floor for some Renegade rows. Reverse direction to those, shoulder circles. Fantastic. All right, go ahead and come off of there. Feel free to kind of twist your body side to side. You want to touch your toes again. Just feel where you're feeling some tension. And then we'll get ready. So these are going to be some nice light weights that you utilize for this last set. We've done these before going for reps, but today we're going to be working for time. And before we start, I'm going to show the different exercises, at least the standing ones. Most of you know those Renegade rows. So the first one is where you have the option. You can stand tall and do lateral raises. If you want a little bit more challenge, more action for the back of the body, you'll lean forward, chin in, laterally raise from here, controlling down, driving up, watching not to push the head forward. Sometimes people call it like a chicken necking, where they'll like push the head forward to get extra momentum. I don't want to see that. So either bent over or standing tall. Our second exercise, we all stand tall and do a front raise. Straight up in front, either with one weight in each hand or hold one dumbbell by the sides. Yep. And then curl to an overhead press. Again, I can do it with one dumbbell or with one in each hand. We work for 30 seconds on the raises, 45 seconds for the curl and press, and then 45 seconds from the plank on the Renegade row. Questions on any of that before we begin? All right. 15 seconds, and then we'll get it started. I'm going to demo like the first 15 seconds from that bent over position, and then I'm going to stand tall, second 15 seconds of the lateral raise from standing. All right, getting ready. All your toes pointing straight ahead, draw the belly in, soft bend the knees. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good, straight out, control in. Sharon, 2, heavy, yep. You can even just make fists and drive it straight out, that's nice. Good, we're halfway through. Make sure you're not having a locked out knees, so soft bend in the knees throughout. Good. And 2, 1, and transition. Just take a short transition. Ideally the same weights. And then when you're ready, in the front, here we go. Straight up in front, standing tall. Sharon, I would hold one of those 10-pounders by each end of the dumbbell. Good. Yep, so you could hold one weight just like this and lift it straight up from there. There you go. Yep. Midline engaged, still squeezing the glutes. Good, couple more. Nice, Kathy. Straight up, straight down. Very good. All right, getting ready for that curl and press. The big deal on the curl is not to let the elbows wing wide. So kind of keep them in tight to the sides. When you're ready, you'll curl to the shoulders. As you press overhead, rotate the palms forward. Elbows come down, palms face you. Extend fully. Curl, hands in. Rotate the hands as you press. Beautiful. Squeeze the booty. A little heavy again, Sharon. Just stay patient with these. Good. There you go. That looks better. You're arching just a little bit as you press overhead though. So really stay strong. Good. Take it through one more cycle. All the way up, driving high, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Making your way down to the floor, Renegade Rows. All right. So you can either have one weight in each hand, or you can set one weight right between the hands. Feet just outside the hips. And then when you're ready, we're going here. Alternating arms, one hand up. You can either hold the weights the whole time or set it down between and alternating sides. Good. Exhale as you pull that elbow high. That soft bend in your support arm. Breathe. Good. We're over halfway now. Hips just a little lower if you can, Sharon. You can come to the knees if you need to as well. That's better. Beautiful. Let's get about one more on each side. Nice and tight. And when you're ready, come on down to your knees. Go ahead and drop back into child's position for a moment. Loosen that low back. That's the end of set one. We're going to start that second round here in about 30 seconds. So feel free, take your time making your way back up. A little bit of down dog, walking your way up to your feet. Good job. 20 seconds till set two begins. Back to those lateral raises or bent over lateral raise. All right, 10 seconds. Soft bend in those knees, whether you're standing tall or coming to that bent over position. If you are hinging forward, long spine. Ready, begin. Chin in, keep that head and neck nice and neutral. Fantastic. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Flying those arms nice and wide. Beautiful. Good, we're halfway through. Just stay bent over or stand tall to finish. Keep that breathing fluid, building those shoulders. 2, 1, and rest. Good. If you're not already, come on up to the top. Rotate those hands forward, either one weight or two. And here we go, front raise. Good. Belly pulled in, glutes engaged. Breathe. Halfway through. Fantastic. Whew. Maybe one or two more. Up, down, and 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Curl and press. Elbows into the side. And when you're ready, curl to the shoulders. Rotate the palms away as you press high. Nice. If anyone feels like they've had enough overhead work, just work the curl. You can just work the bottom of the movement as well. Very nice, ladies. Good extension overhead. Whew. 30 seconds in, 15 left. Make sure you stay strong through the middle. Sometimes we'll start to arch on this one, so you got to really pull the belly in, keep those ribs tucked down. And 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Awesome. Down for Renegades. All right. Starting in 5, set those feet a little wider than your push-ups. Hips level to the shoulders, and here we go. Elbow up, control down, alternating arms. This little shift between your hips and shoulders as you switch sides. Fantastic. Very good, we're halfway. Some of you doing that single arms. Good job, there you go, switch it up. Nice breathing. Trying to glue that shoulder blade in towards the spine. Have it sit back on the rib cage. Avoid that forward shoulder posture. Good, 1 or 2 more. Up and in, pull it high, and take a rest. Woohoo! All right, nice work. 30-second pause, and then we'll be into our third and final round. All right, 20 seconds till we begin. Lateral raise, standing or bent over, starting in 10. Soft bend in those knees, draw the belly in. 2, 1, here we go. Sharon, we're on the lateral raise right now, straight out to the side. Yep. Good, halfway. That's it. Let's go one more time. Straight up, down, and rest. Good, getting ready for the front raise. 2, 1, and here we go. Excellent. Nice. Staying strong. Woo, halfway. Good, try not to lean back. Woo, 1 or 2 more. 5 seconds, staying tight and rest. Good job. Feel free to shake it out. Finishing with that curl and press from standing, and then the Renegades. All right, going in 5, curl and press. You either hold 2 weights or 1. And here we go, curling it in, driving tall. Obviously, if I'm holding 1 weight here, I'm not gonna be able to pivot through the wrist. That's okay. Those elbows in towards the side, watch them from winging out wide. Good, good movements. And really key, when you open up from that curl, fully extend those elbows and then take it into that next. We are over halfway. Fantastic. We'll get a good cool down stretch coming next. 10 seconds left. Woo! Building those arms. 2, 1, and pause. Fantastic. Make your way down to the floor. Finishing with the Renegades. All right, we're gonna go a full minute on this last round. Kathy, I'll give you that 30-second mark. Ready, begin. Elbow high. Try to exhale as you draw that elbow up and in. Try to add that pause in the top, really reinforcing where you want that shoulder blade to sit on the body. Very good. Good position, Sharon. Those look fantastic. Pulling that elbow high. There's our halfway. 30 seconds in. And a little bonus effort here. 1 minute on this final round. So those of you that are down on all fours in that plank, if you need to, come off the toes, finish out on the knees. There's 45, 15 to go. Excellent. Good, hound dog's cheering you on. Maybe 1 more on each side. And 2, 1, and rest. Woo, fantastic. Well done, give yourself a little round of applause. Shake out those arms. Side to side. Good, then up and back, up. Push those hands back, draw them up. Good, 1 more time back. Beautiful, and then we'll go diagonal. Palms together, rotate those hands, open them diagonally, squeeze and close. We'll go 5 each way. Good. Woo! Good, last one this side. Draw that chin in, squeeze them behind you, and turn the hands the other way. Good. And I do feel it. You want to push that head forward. We want to avoid that. Draw the chin back as you open it up. Nice. Close. open, squeeze them together. Last one, close and open. Good. If you're not standing already, go ahead and come on up to your feet. We're going to go across body reach into a side stretch. So right foot back, left foot forward, starting with that right hand up at the shoulder. Hold that left hand on the hip and cross body reach first. We're kind of shifting the hip, reaching across the body. And we're going to kind of make our way up to overhead, reaching over the face and back, reaching over the forehead. Feel yourself lengthen through the back of the body as well. Make our way up to overhead. Good. On this next one, let's go straight across. Loudly flex through your body. Reach that arm straight overhead, carrying up at the hand. Good. We're going to go 3 there. Taking it back down. Inhale down. Exhale, reach, stretch long. Final time. Down and up. Very good. Shake it out in between arms. We'll go same thing, other side. So let's see, now it's gonna be your left foot back. Right hand on the right hip, starting with just right about shoulder height, reaching straight across, drawing it back. A little higher each time at the level of the chin or nose, and back, about the level of the forehead. Wonderful. Back slightly over the head. Good. Next one, laterally flex, straight overhead, carrying up with the hand. Good, 2 more there. Breathe in and breathe out, lengthening. Final time. Fantastic. All right, let's repeat that behind the back stretch. Interlace those hands, draw the chest back, extend those arms. And then root down, long spine as you send the hips back. And you're just trying to make that fist and pull those arms up and over top of the shoulders. Allow that head to be a little heavy. And breathe. On that exhale, drop a little closer to the ground. On that inhale, expand. On that next inhale, root down into your legs. Make your way back up to the top. Whew. All right. Let's clear the floor space and we'll finish down on the floor. Go ahead and come onto our backs. If you have a yoga block, if you have any kind of discomfort in that, like a sideline spinal twist or a single leg spinal twist is what I'm trying to say, feel free to grab a block or a pillow. So that's what we're going to end with after we loosen up the low back. Go ahead and bring it on down. Set those shoulder blades underneath your body. Start with your little 2-knee twist here. Double kneaded chest, 2-knee twist. Very good. Before we go into the single leg twist, we're going to go into a bridge pose. So with the knees bent, feet flat on the ground, lift those hips up. See if you can interlace the hands underneath your body. Shimmy those arms underneath. And we're going to hold here for about 5 cycles of breathing, typically right around 30 seconds. Really key to think about lengthening through that spine as you lift these hips up. If you need to lower them down a little bit, please do. Otherwise, about 3 more breaths. On that next one, nice and slow, bring yourself back to the mat. And our last movement here is going to be our sideline mid-back rotation. So if you want to use the block, you can. Extend out your left leg, and then you'll have the block on the left side of your body. And you're going to bring your right leg across. Rest on that block if you'd like. And then take your hands, palms together above you. Splay them out nice and wide. And now you're going to take your right hand across the body to meet the left. And nice and slow, follow the hand with your head. So you're going to turn your head, look over that right shoulder. About 5 times here. On the last one, instead of coming straight across the body, we're going to crawl the fingers over top of the head. And ideally here, we're trying to get that right arm and right shoulder blade to come all the way back to the mat if your body will allow it. Good. And when you're ready, instead of opening that same way, you'll crawl the fingers over the head, nice and slow to open it up. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll do the same thing on the other side, moving that block or pillow as needed. This time you'll extend your right leg and bring that left leg across. Good, divide the arms and here we go. Over, close and open. All the way back from that, pause. Good, 1 or 2 more. Remember to crawl those fingers over the head as you're finishing up. Circle through that shoulder. Very nice. All right, and then when you're all done there, I invite you just to take some time, flat on the back. Try not to rush into whatever you have next. If you can take a couple minutes to yourself, that's always invited. Otherwise, thanks for being here today. Stay hydrated, and we'll see you next time.